Hello everyone, my name is Dex Ronning and welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to show you something that I've been working on. So basically, as some of you may be aware, I am presently creating a full 3D animated series, or I'm in the process of doing so, for my Voyager alternate universe fanfiction that I wrote called Theoretical Horizons. For now, I'm only focusing on creating areas of the ship where the main scenes in the story are going to be taking place, such as the bridge, captain's ready room, the staff meeting room, the holodeck corridors, and engineering, and key sections basically. Apart from that, I wanted to show you where I am currently with the holodeck. So some of you may already be aware and have seen some of it, but I'm gonna take you a bit through through the area and give you a little of a background into it. So when I first started making it, it was at around 2.6 million polygons in 3D Studio Max. I since then managed to optimize the hollow wires, if you will, because they had some wasted geometry. And as you can see here, I just basically downscaled them quite a lot because you would never actually notice them that up close when I have everything in cinematic mode and everything. So yeah. Apart from that, the materials for the most part have been done in Substance Painter, or at least for the holodeck ground, and also for the top. Up close, it doesn't really look that much, even though it's 4K, but sufficiently up close works pretty well, and from this distance as well. Just to show you quickly what I've done on how it looks in the materials, in the material preview. It's a bit of a jumbled mess here. That's mainly because I dragged everything from Max into Unreal Engine directly using Datasmith. So Datasmith, as some of you may know, likes to push or it likes to create a whole bunch of a little bit of extra nodes basically for itself, especially when it comes to normal maps, for example, or height maps, if you will, in some cases. So yeah, apart from that, all the textures actually seem to integrate very nicely. When it comes to the lighting in the scene, most of it is being emitted by emissive lights in Unreal Engine. So all of these boxes are effectively light sources, as you can tell, and they just have specific settings on them, nothing too grandiose, if you will. I did enhance them a bit basically with a multiply node, which was very useful. But apart from that, I also added some spotlights into the scene, such as these, and I placed them at a specific distance from the ground, because if I place them further up, yeah, ideally I would like them to sit somewhere around here, but reach all the way to the bottom. But for now, that doesn't actually happen because the settings in Unreal apparently don't allow me to do that, or at least I have to find the settings and I'm completely blind to it in order to manipulate it more directly like that. Yeah. But apart from that, here's a bit of a preview on how it looks in wireframe mode. I still hadn't pushed this to become, or at least I hadn't put it into Nanite. So all of this is just simple geometry basically, and it's just using standardized projection basically. But the FPS is actually is holding steady at 60 because I have a powerful system, and Unreal can easily chew through all of this information, or at least at this stage. So there is no need to currently mess about with Nanite. I will actually leave that for much later. When it comes down to other things in the scene, having a look a bit at the LCARS interface, for example. It's pretty simplistic for now. No numbers of such basically or animated stuff on it, but I did include sort of like a wireframe of the holodeck itself, just to give it a bit of a representation, because I kind of figure it's in the holodeck, it's going to show stuff like that. So yeah. I will probably work on it more in order to make it a bit more functional, I suppose, and maybe a bit more interactive, but for now, it works pretty well. Here, the door I managed to finish actually relatively recently, yesterday if I'm not mistaken, and each section of the door is separated, so as you can see here, I can open and close it if I want to. I have to animate that, obviously, but the textures themselves look pretty decent, I would say. I would have to. There is some shading issue here, as you can probably tell. That's apparently a result of how Max handles geometry and transfers it into Substance Painter and then back to Max, and then pushing all of it into Unreal Engine, basically. I tried fixing it and I wasted like 10 hours trying to fix the issue. So I'm gonna have to once I have more time, I will try to work on it more. But for now, I think it works more or less, and as long as these little shading issues are not in direct view, it can actually work as is. No corridors as of yet behind the door, but they will be integrated, so don't worry about that. For now, as I said, I'm just mainly focusing on creating crucial areas where the story is taking place so that I can just focus on that and animate that predominantly. Stuff like this, like these rubber mats, are basically just fully modeled in. I may have to modify them a bit in order to give them a bit more reflectivity here. But apart from that, the walls, initially they had some shading issues, which I managed to fix. Over the last week, I completely redid the holodeck by recreating the hollow wires and the walls, because they were just geometrically incorrect, or at least they weren't really done properly the first time around. So I found a much easier way to do them, and turned out very much nicer. So you can see stuff like this, for example. It's just simple. How I made it, basically stuff like this was just basically made as a plane and simple extrusions, nothing, and a simple chamfer modifier on that, trying to keep the polygon count low, basically. But that's pretty much it. Yeah, and then just added a bit of lighting here and there, and just created a whole nicer feel to it, if you will. Or at least I try to, in order to get a nicer look of the holodeck. But tell me what you think about it for now, and as I said, stay tuned for more updates. I will try to upload more videos. Basically, next I'm going to try to showcase some of the stuff that I've done on deck 1. But like I said, the work is a bit slowly moving because I'm working on other stuff. So, but yeah, and the voiceovers are taking quite a long time in order to make. So yeah, please be patient. I will try to upload as much as I can and as fast as I can. But hopefully my workload will accelerate pretty soon. So you will hopefully be seeing a lot more from this, basically. But yeah, you can still read the full story on AO3 website. It's under the name Star Trek Voyager Theoretical Horizons, and the first 3 chapters are uploaded to my YouTube channel as an audio format, so you can hear B'Elanna Torres in her own voice speaking, Captain Jamie with Torres, and also Kim and Torres hashing it out in the corridor outside the ready room. Right, so that's pretty much it for this video, and put in a subscribe, maybe a like if you will, put some comments as well into the section to tell me what you think about everything, and stay tuned for more. Have a good one.